What is going on, guys? Sly here, and thank you for checking out another Sly Nation Destiny video. So, first on the list, y'all, sorry about last week, man. I missed both the reset guide and Xur, which I totally feel bad about because it is the longest running series on my channel. But in a world where YouTube isn't my full-time job, I have to make hard choices on what I have time for. So first, I wanted to apologize to all the Destiny fans out there. Even though Destiny videos are usually my least viewed vids, I will always, guys, always cover Destiny, no matter what. I love this game, the people I play with, my clanmates, my Destiny sub base, and of course, the fun game that brings us together. But right now, this game is kind of at a dull moment in time, deep between DLCs and expansions. And without another festival coming, at least probably in a good month, it's going to stay that way for a little while longer. So in the meantime, guys, let's just keep trucking, play a few new games out there, and Destiny will be here waiting for us. Alright, well, on that note, let's go see what this week has to offer, shall we? It's Tuesday, January 31st, and this is your Destiny Weekly Reset Guide. So, peace out, January, also known as the warmest winter on record, again. But the world is changing, so we'll see more of that in the years to come, no doubt. But right now, let's hop up into orbit and see what's new for our weekly playlist and strikes. So first up, let's head over to the Crucible and see what's going on up here. So, for our first playlist this week, we have Inferno Rumble. Pretty much kill everything. Watch your back, no trackers, simplified scoring, the sweaty Rumble match. Next, we have possibly the most fun PvP match type ever, Mayhem Clash. 6v6 team deathmatch with the classic Mayhem twist. Definitely fun. And then, of course, up there we have Elimination, holding things down while Osiris takes a break until Friday. Alright, well, we're done here. Next, let's go check out the Nightfall, and as usual, we're going to start with the Modifiers, and Epic is up first. Heavily shielded, highly aggressive enemies appear in great numbers. Next, Berserk, enemies won't flinch even after massive damage, and then the ever-awesome Small Arms. Primary weapon damage is totally favored. And then we have Chaff, player radar is disabled, and then finally the always terrible Match Game, enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. Okay, well, it's not a death sentence, so let's hop in and see who we're up against this week.
Those fallen in the Ishtar sink on Venus? Story is they raided the prison of elders in the reef, got an Archon priest. The Queen's bounty is high, so we know it's powerful. We need to hunt this thing down before they fully restore its soul.
Archon priest, oh, this ought to be fun. With Berserk on, this dude's going to be throwing those blinding black, screaming clouds all day long. And for those Year 2 and 3 players who had never had a chance to see the Icebreaker shine in PvE, this boss fight is where it all began. Sitting back on the rocks and sniping for days, which is pretty much exactly how it is now. Now, I expect to see some captains at the end as well as Minotaurs with shield, so it might not be a bad idea to bring the Zalo along for the arc and primary damage. So, good luck. And with that, we head back up into orbit to check out the last weekly, and that is the Heroic Strike playlist. So to start us off, on the Modifiers, we have Epic's little brother Heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Next, we have two hand-me-downs from the Nightfall, Small Arms and Chaff, and then Airborne is here bringing up the rear. So, pro tip for Airborne. Orlocks out there who wish to switch to Sunsinger, this is the absolute best time to use your subclass talent, Angel of Light. It holds you in air when you aim your weapon. Take the primary buff, add Angel of Light and Airborne, and you're going to have a pretty fun and powerful weapon on your hands. And instead of jumping, just trying to hit something, you now have a decent amount of time to land your shots. Also, Titans can use the Imperium Bellicose for the same effect. And Hunters out there, well, you can Shade Step, end of conversation. Alright, well, have fun with that, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we're going to go check out the temple and see what's new over there. But before we do, let's take a quick look at the raids this week, more specifically, the challenges. So for King's Fall, this week looks like Oryx is calling out for a challenge: stack the orbs, detonate, kill the king. Moving on to Wrath of the Machine, it's also an end boss challenge, and that is our friend Axis. Okay, well, that definitely wraps us up here in orbit, so let's head back down to Terra Firma, and more specifically, the temple. First, it's bounties and class items. So first, we'll head on over to my boy Shiro, and then check out Granny G on top of the hill. Alright, Shiro, my man, let's see what you got. Okay, well, we're going to hit up the bounties first and then check out his class items. Starting at the top left, we have Shakatiminau. Use arc damage to kill 75 Fallen. Next, Anti-Splicer. Complete 10 patrols in the Plague Lands, and following that is Stay Down. Simply kill Fallen. And then one Forge bounty here at the end, which is Archon's Forge Captains. Complete 4 Captain encounters in the Forge. Moving down to his class items, we start with the best Hunter Cloak in Iron Banner, Mantle of Galion at 32-34 Intellect Strength. Next, Yolder's Iron Sash at 31-33 Intellect Strength, and then right here at the end, we have Fellwinter's Iron Bond, and that is at 33-34 Discipline Strength, which is really not too bad at all. Okay, thank you, Shiro. Next, let's light the fires and head over to Tyra Karn, or as I lovingly call her, Granny on the Hill. So starting off, we have a heavy hitter this week, and that is Memory of Fellwinter, 195 Discipline and 129 Strength. But more so than that, look at the inner numbers. You have 152 Discipline. So if you choose the 129 Strength, you could have 152 Discipline over 129 Strength, which is pretty awesome. On the other way around, it's pretty disappointing. You'll have 195 Discipline and only 86 Strength. And odds are, guys, you probably don't need that much discipline in your life. Moving along here, we have Memory of Scory next at 102 Strength, and then finally at the end, Memory of Perun, which is at 75-89 Intellect Discipline. Okay, thanks G. So next up to the tower, and while we're running around, let's check out the vendors and see what they're accepting for reputation this week. So starting with the New Monarchy, Hideo is taking Spirit Bloom. Then bouncing to the other side of the tower, we have Dead Orbit, and Mr. Jalal is accepting Wormspore, which I think I'll hang on to. And then finally, Future Workhold is accepting Relic Iron. So now that that's over with, let's head over to the Hall of the Vanguards, and first up we have Zavala and his bounties. Topping the list, Strike Elite, earn Gold, Silver, and Bronze tier achieved medals. You're going to need 9 total. Next is everyone's favorite, Sunrise, earn the Gold tier achieved medal before time expires. And then finally we have Merciless, get 9 rapid enemy kills to earn Rampage medals in Crisis Strikes. You're going to need 3 primary, 2 secondary, and sorry I finished the heavy, but I also think it's 2 for heavy. Someone out there correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, so next we're going to check out my boy Shax, and with Mayhem Clash as one of the weeklies, you can be sure to find Back to Basics here at the Crucible vendor. So to make Shax happy, you're going to need to complete 7 matches, 50 primary kills, 25 assisted kills, and then 25 ability kills. The good thing about this is that this week Mayhem is in the playlist, and that makes ability kills completely easy. You probably get 25 ability kills before you'll get primary kills, which is usually not how it works. But that about does it for our stop here at the tower, guys. Next, we're going to take a peek over at the reef and see what's new over there. So, alright, our first stop is over to Boo Boo Petra. Let's jump in and see what's new over her way. Hey girl, hey. So first up we have Take the Wanted, kill Baroness Greyress on Venus, and then yes, a fire team is definitely recommended. Next, Take Them Out, kill 12 consumed or named Fallen Hive Cabal or Vex on Venus, and then Take Them All, kill 100 taken. Moving on to the newer bounties, we have Queen's Grace, Gen 15 Orbs, Queen's Treasure, open up 1 treasure chest in level 41 PoE, and then Queen's Eye, rack up 30 precision kills on Taken. Alrighty, thank you Petroboo. Next we're going to go over to Varix, and as always, I love his freebies, man, especially when he drops tokens or Etheric Light. And even though they're not much, I've ranked up on each character more than once just from turning in these tokens alone, so it is actually a good idea to grab these and pretty fun. Alright, so let's check out the bounties and then we'll take a look at the bonus modifiers. So first on the list is Riot Guard, kill 6 Champions of Elders. Next, Light Show with your team, Gen 100 Orbs of Light. And then finally, Shadow Boxer. Use Void abilities to kill 30 enemies, and just like the rest of these bounties, they must all be completed in level 41 PoE or the Challenge of Elders. As for the bonus modifier this week, we have Super Bonus. Super kills are worth more points. And normally right now we'd be checking out the Court of Oryx, but since I've been using 1 ruin each week to show you guys which boss is in rotation, I've used every single activated ruin that I had, and I am finally out, man. I mean, that just goes to show you how many King's Fall runs I've done. Anyways, guys, I've had quite a few of those things clogging in my inventory, so I am completely okay with this. But looks like I'll have to try and farm up a few and then just cancel out the boss fights from now on so I can save a ruin for the following week. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it's Balware. Once again, if I'm wrong about that, someone correct me. Anyways, everyone, that does it for this week's reset guide. As always, thank you all so much for watching, y'all. Sorry for last week, but until I make enough on YouTube to actually support myself full time, things like that will pop up from time to time. I'll just have to try and make the best of it. So once again, don't forget that YouTube as well as my channel exists because of you guys. So share the word and help my little channel stand out from the hundreds of Destiny YouTubers. Here's hoping that there will be new stuff to dive into here soon, but until then, keep being awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter at SlyNation, or if you're on Facebook, I need to start building up my Facebook page, and you can check me out there at SlyNation Gaming. Those are a couple of great places to see breaking news about your favorite games, as well as notification the instant a new video of mine goes live. I'll have more videos popping up throughout the week, so here's to you, and until next time, this is your boy Sly, and I will see you all later.